Subway. So they just introduced, and I saw this about a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago, their ghost pepper bread. Now, when I first saw that, I thought that's all they were releasing was like the bread itself. So you could put that on any of their original sandwiches for a limited time, whatever. And I saw a couple reviewers review it as such. But I noticed over the last week or two that they actually came out with some new signature spicy sub sandwiches. So you have the spicy meatball. Let me take a look here. You got, I think there's 3 or 4 different ones. The fiery meatball, spicy nacho steak, and spicy nacho chicken, which I got the spicy nacho steak. But I also think I may go back and try the fiery meatball because I like meatball subs, kind of one of my favorites. It says right here, ghost pepper bread, topped with heat from ghost peppers, paprika, jalapeno peppers, and Monterey cheddar cheese. That's the bread. So the sub sandwich that I got is the spicy nacho steak. So it comes with steak, 2 times cheddar cheese sauce, onions, peppers, jalapeno peppers, a creamy sriracha, Parmesan, ghost pepper bread toasted. I think the only thing they forgot was the Parmesan. And now I'm a little disappointed because, I went and picked it up. And so you can watch them making the sub sandwich just right there. So I think they missed that because I seen them. Oh, no, wait. I was reading the wrong thing. They did forget a component. Gosh dang it. I was reading the wrong thing. I'm sorry, guys. Here, let's start over. 2 times cheddar cheese sauce, onions, peppers, jalapeno peppers, creamy sriracha, sub crunch, ghost pepper bread. They forgot the sub crunch. Because I was watching them make it, and I seen the guy put on the cheese, the green bell peppers, and the onions, and then he toasted it with the meat, of course. And then he said, "What else would you like?" And I said, "Well, the jalapeno peppers and the sriracha." He put that on there. The only thing I think we may have forgot was that sub crunch. I think that's a big factor. Anyways, $7.39 for a 6-inch. Out the door, $8 exactly. Subway. So here it is. It's a small little guy. Man, I'm a little disappointed now because I don't know what goes on the sandwich. I mean, it says up top there, but you're moving down the line, getting your sandwich. I figured they knew what they were doing, right? I don't know. Anyways, I think that's what we forgot, but that's okay. Although, I do think that's going to make a big difference here. I really do. But it looked good while they were making it. The bread looks good. It smells like it's got a little bit of a spice to it. No doubt about that. Yeah, it smells really good. Okay, now I see the bread. There's the bread. So it's got the jalapenos on there. It's got the cheese. You can see a lot of powder right here. A lot of the paprika powder. Really nice. This looks good. There's your sandwich. Can't show too much. But I did see them. I think it just... But it's got some crunchy on top, so I think that'll help add to the texture. Without further ado, let's get it. There's a lot just... It's a messy little sandwich so far. Cheers, my friends. Kind of what it looks like there. So like I said, I saw him put everything on there. So there are some pickled jalapenos inside of the sandwich as well as the ones on top. A lot of the flavor that I'm really getting so far is number one from that cheese sauce. There's quite a bit of cheese sauce on there, but it's good because it adds a nice creaminess to it. Because otherwise, you wouldn't have any other. I mean, there's no mayo, no mustard. There is that sriracha sauce on, but they didn't put a lot of it on. And I didn't ask for extra anything. I just, I kind of want them, in these reviews, just make it how you would normally make it without me adding extra. I was going to add banana peppers. I was going to tell him when he sprinkled on about 6 of the diced jalapenos. That's all about. He put in there maybe 5, 6, 6, 7. I was going to say more, but that seemed to be just a normal amount. So a lot of the cheese sauce, and it's kind of just mixed in, honestly, with that sriracha sauce. So it's kind of more or less, let's just call it a sriracha cheese sauce. And then the green bell pepper's really coming through. And they didn't put a lot of green bell pepper on there, but it's prevalent. Jalapeno's flapping. There's the bell pepper. I don't taste a lot of the jalapeno. It's messy. It reminds me somewhat, kind of a Philly cheesesteak more than a. You think spicy nacho? I was thinking more like a Hispanic influence, maybe, but it doesn't have that. It's more of an Italian influence, which I guess makes more sense. It is a sub, right? Um, so here's the deal. It's a little overpriced. I mean, $8 for that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, in today's market, it's fair, I guess. In today's market, if you're calling today's market fair, this is fair. It's overpriced. That's definitely an appetizer, but I just wanted to try it like a light lunch. I got to go ref some basketball games early this evening, and so I just wanted something light. So it works for that. The bread tastes fresh. Here's another thing, though. If you're going to get this, maybe have some time to spare just in case, because some in my beard, or am I just getting gray? Anyways, have a little time because I went there. There was nobody. There was one guy ordering a sandwich in front of me. There was two workers. They didn't look busy. But he told me that they didn't have the ghost pepper bread at first. And I was like, oh, no, you don't even have it. Then he said, no, I'm warming it up, cooking it, doing whatever. And so he said about a half an hour. So I waited about 45 minutes maybe just to be safe. Went and got me a Starbucks. So point of the story is that, and then he only made one loaf of the stuff that I saw because he pulled it out when I was there. It was just getting done. And I saw the other breads, but I only saw one loaf of that. I didn't see anything else in the machine. So I don't know if it's just not selling. Could be just my market, but just to think about. Anyways, the bread is pretty fresh. There's a little bit of spice to the overall sandwich, but not much. But I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I just like the idea of a friend of mine, Brandon Joy, who makes some of the best cheese, spicy cheese, regular cheese you'll ever have. He makes smoked, is it Gouda? I don't remember time, but phenomenal. But he also dabbled in making spicy bread for a while, and you don't see that a lot, right? I mean, you see your jalapeno bagels, you see some jalapeno bread, stuff like that, but not like actually infused inside the making of the bread, which is what I was hoping for here. I can't detect any ghost pepper, but you can detect the paprika on top. There's the jalapenos to help out. So it's low-end jalapeno heat for the entire sandwich. There's really no ghost pepper level heat to it. There's no ghost pepper taste to it. But I like the idea of, using that. A lot of these other places, when they're doing ghost pepper Whopper, ghost pepper chicken sandwich at Popeyes, this, that, and the other, it's a ghost pepper cheese, right? Whereas the ghost pepper in this particular spicy item is infused in the bread, which I think is clever. It's something different. And so for that, I give them props. I'd recommend it. The sandwich was good. I mean, I would devour a foot long of that, no problem. And if that was on the regular menu and I was a regular Subway connoisseur, I would get that quite often. I don't go to Subway. This is the first time I've been to Subway in probably, well, since COVID, honestly, because the Subway I used to go to most often closed down about, kind of when America reopened up. So maybe 2021, 2020, whatever it was. They were gone quickly after that. And then this one's actually closer to my house. But anyways, I'm babbling. That was the Subway new ghost pepper bread spicy nacho steak sandwich. It's worth a shot, I'll be honest. The bread was good. Honestly, I would buy a loaf of that bread as well and make my own sandwich. I think would be ideal. The bread's unique. It looks good too. It had a nice look to it overall. I should have shown you the undercarriage of the bread too, because it had some flakes and stuff in there. I forgot. But when I opened up my sandwich, it was face wrongwards, so I could see it. But nonetheless, now I'm gabbing. I appreciate everybody barning with me. That was a fun review. That's a good sandwich overall. I would eat it again. Just very low spice.